and today I am speaking about Mercury through the 12 astrological signs. And if you have your Mercury in Pisces, then this is your video. So let's understand the archetype of Mercury. What do you think it signifies in astrology? Now, Mercury is about how we communicate what's inside of us. So we can have a million billion great ideas, but if we don't know how to communicate them to the world, then we truly have not evolved. Then we truly don't. We've truly not been able to give our essence to the world, because in this quantum field, everything is about sharing, because that's how we grow, right? So to understand that, you have to understand the energy of Mercury in your natal chart. And because Mercury will tell you by house and by sign and by aspects what kind of a communicator you are, and how your communication will be perceived in the world. Okay, so if you have your Mercury in Pisces, then this is your video. So you understand that Mercury is your communicative spectrum, how you communicate, what's inside, emotions, thoughts, feelings, everything, how you put everything out there for the world to see you. And it's really a very important part of you, because people may just see you and in the first glance and perceive your ascendant or your 10th house, actually, then they get to know your ascendant. But once you open your mouth, it's a Mercury that they will, channel from. They will tune into your Mercury. So Mercury in Pisces is not a good placement. It's a conflicted placement for Mercury. And why is that? Mercury likes detailing, and Pisces is about anything but about detailing. Okay. Now, Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. All right. It's ruled by Neptune, which is the higher octave of Venus. And the higher octave of Mercury is actually Uranus that rules Aquarius. So now Mercury is known as psychopomp, because he is not an he, by the way. It's an androgynous energy, Mercury, and it communicates messages from the spirit world to the world of flesh, to the physical world, even in our brains, from thought to when we speak it out. That's Mercury. All those functionalities are Mercury. Pisces is the most nebulous sign of it all. It's the last sign of the zodiac, and it's taking backlash from all the zodiac signs. So all the energies are accumulating in Pisces, which is why it's known as the most complex sign of the zodiac. We are moving away from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. So the era of Jesus Christ was in the age of Pisces. Okay, so Pisces stands for compassion, empathy, psychic awareness, intuition, fluidity of emotions, okay, extrasensory perceptions, tuning into multiple dimensions, experiencing past lives, looking into death, looking into regeneration, looking into life again. So Pisces is really a very complex energy to work with. And when you have Mercury in Pisces, you really cannot express yourself so easily. Okay, you're definitely an artist somewhere, because Pisces is the sign of the artist. In whatever way, it's about spiritual art, because it's the most spiritual sign of the zodiac. So having a Mercury here, you can definitely be into meditation, because your mind and the way you use it has to be trained to deal with this Piscean energy. You can be dozing off from time to time, really getting lost in other worlds and other dimensions, because that is very much a part of the Piscean energy. And Mercury swims about in this deep Piscean seas, and is not aware all the time of what it's saying or what it's feeling. Pisces has deep feelings, and Mercury in Pisces definitely wants to communicate about what it's feeling, but it's not sure of what it's feeling. And Mercury is precise, and Pisces is not precise. There's nothing precise, not 1 plus 1 2. That is not the energy of Pisces. So that's why it's not really a good placement. But say it's a fifth house Pisces, then you can make great art. If And always remember, wherever Pisces lies in your chart, there's trauma associated to that. So having Mercury tagging along there can have trauma when it comes to the way you communicate. But once you understand the placements and the other aspects that other planets are making to it, you will be able to realize that what could be a more effective way for you to communicate. Okay, Mercury in Pisces definitely need to channel that spiritual energy into something concrete. Mercury likes concrete things, and Mercury brings messages from the other worlds. So Pisces ruling other worlds and other dimensions, you're definitely more prone to be intuitive, work in the psychic field, ESP, paranormal, ghost hunting, demonology, all those fields are rife for you because you want to communicate and think and cogitate on such subjects because those are Piscean, and that's where your interest lies. So once you've got your interest and you know how to function with this, then these are great avenues for you to express your Mercury in Pisces. You're definitely not going to be happy with a 9 to 5 job because that's just going to drive you crazy or you'll get fired. So it's better that you understand that you are like a channel, a conduit for energy from other worlds. You're like an emotional sponge and you absorb all this energy. In all probabilities, you could be an empath. You could cry easily if you have your Mercury in Pisces, but it's okay. Okay, you could even feel energies that no one feels, and you want to talk about other entities or ghosts or jinns and stuff like that, and for you they are real because you experience them. But say Mercury in Virgo will never talk about something like that because they just don't get it, because they don't experience it. It's not in their interactive filter with the world. It is not a part of their spectrum. So they don't see that, but you do. So utilize that, see how you can communicate about other worlds, about other dimensions, about the paranormal, about other entities, and how you can communicate about compassion. Because at the end of the day, Pisces is about that greater love, that higher love that we feel towards all living beings, living and non living, sentient and non sentient. Once you understand that everything is a part of one soul, whether it's animate or not, then you will be able to communicate this through your Mercury in Pisces. And you're definitely an artist, and you have a beautiful way you can communicate about deep spiritual things. So use that and develop that ability, and see what you have to offer and put it out there and express yourself. I hope you like that video as much as I like making it for you. You know the drill. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share. Visit my website www.tinaheals.com and let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye bye.